Let's start off here with the iPhone. We got 4 new models. We knew they were coming. 3 of those models basically priced where the previous models were, but the highest end model, that price is actually ticking up by about $100, Martin, to about $1,200. Are you surprised by that?
No, so when you adjust for the storage, that price has not changed. Because the older price, $100 less, is only for 128 gig. So, apples to apple on the same 256 gig storage, the price has not changed for Pro Max.
When we talk about what Tim Cook and his team talked about today, there was a lot of talk, of course, about the megapixels. There was a lot of talk about the titanium shell and all this. What was the technology that you heard at this event that really jumped out at you as a positive?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest positive is their major upgrade for GPU that now support natively run console games. So no smartphones before were able to have such powerful GPUs, hardware accelerated ray tracing to support AAA grade console and PC games. So this is an industry first, definitely a milestone for the role of smartphone in the gaming history.
Okay, and just to interrupt for a second, Martin, we have some breaking news. We can confirm that BP's CEO, Bernard Looney, has resigned with immediate effect. Looney was said to not be fully transparent in disclosures. The board had received allegations on personal relationships. We don't have any further details than that, but again, this was off the back of an FT report about the CEO of BP resigning, Bernard Looney. We now know that Looney was not fully transparent in disclosures, and the board received allegations on personal relationships. All right, we'll follow up on that headline later on. But in the meantime, we are talking to Martin Yang over at Oppenheimer about Apple and the event today. Martin, when you look at what Apple is capable of doing, a lot of excitement, of course, over its services side because that's higher margin and it's recurring revenue and it smooths out the revenue stream for the company. What does the upgrade in GPU mean for services for Apple?
Yeah, it has a lot of implications. So services have twofold direct impact. Number one is, this is my speculation, there's a potential to include more AAA grade games into their Apple Arcade services. So that will make that gaming subscription service more appealing to not just mobile casual game players, but also PC and console hardcore players, and potentially maybe higher pricing tier for the game subscription service. The second impact will be on iCloud. They just introduced new higher storage tiers, 6T and 12T. As we know, those hardcore AAA games are very big and very will consume a lot of the storage places. So with more support of those games, users will naturally want to upgrade to higher iCloud Plus service tiers.
So Martin, based on everything you heard from this Apple event, are you changing your forecast for unit sales in any way for Apple over the next couple of months?
I am a little bit more optimistic coming off the Huawei Mate 60 release. And now that Apple is not raising prices despite all the major upgrades on the materials and the cameras for the Pro and Pro Max model, I think I feel a little more comfortable about Apple maintaining its market share, or at least not losing as much to Huawei in the upcoming iPhone 15 cycle.